So who do we have slated for today, Mark?
We're
What do we
going
got?
with tomorrow night. So we got the Baltimore Ravens versus the Buffalo Bills. It's the fifth seeded Baltimore Ravens traveling up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. I think they increased it this week here. I'm not sure if you saw anything like that, but I think it's close to 8,000 fans that are going to be allowed
Okay.
to watch the game. I'm sure all. I mean, if you're in the Buffalo area, I'm sure all the right protocols are being taken place here. I'm sure you're going to have to get to the game early and go through some type of rapid COVID test before they let you into the game. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're scoring a ticket or planning on attending the game here, just keep that in the back of your mind. But second seed of Buffalo Bills, AFC Divisional matchup. What I find fascinating about this game, can see some snow. You
Yeah.
got some snow in the forecast, about a 40% chance of snow. The initial forecast that I read was up to an inch, but I'm hopeful that weatherman is completely full of shit. I'm praying for a foot of
It is
snow
Buffalo.
just to make yeah, it's Buffalo. So this is playoff football. This is like a playoff game outdoors. Buffalo, New York. Elements are a factor. You
Mm-hmm.
actually have a MVP quarterback. Give some inclinations.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some signs that Superman is got some kryptonite kind of mojo kind
Yep.
of flowing here. I believe the exact quote from Lamar Jackson was that would that definitely would be my first time playing football in the snow Saturday if it does snow, said Jackson.
Mm.
A native of Palm Beach, Florida. Pompano Beach, Florida. Am I saying that right? Pompano, right? Pompano Beach, Florida. But he's basically
Okay.
saying hopefully it doesn't here. So in
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
mind here, I'm thinking he's saying that he's a little scared of the snow here. He's scared of a little precipitation here.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. Could be. But
So we'll see.
yeah, we will.
That's the build that I got for the game.
Nice, nice. All right, so we're playing on Statement Games, obviously, and it is you can go on Statement Games. Mark, do you want to talk a little bit about the game itself, like how to play Statement Games?
Sure, StatementGames.com or find us in your favorite app store, Statement Games Fantasy Sports. We've invented a different form of daily fantasy football. What we do as an organization is we create games that are around specific sporting events. In this case, it's the Ravens versus the Bills. We're going to present you with anywhere between 50 to 60 props, game props, player props that are related to that Buffalo Bills Baltimore Ravens game. It's your job to take a look at the list and to pick 10 props. And as you make your 10 picks, you want to rank them in order of confidence from 10 through 1. So as that football game plays out, if your number 10 pick becomes correct, you get 10 points. If 9 through 1 are incorrect, well, just have a total of 10 points. You'll play in a league of anywhere between 8 to 12 people. The person with the most points from correct picks wins. 100% completely free to play game. Although it's free to play here, it's your job to win coins by finishing your first, second, and third in any of the games that you actually play in. Ultimately, over the course of time, you're building up a coins balance full of these virtual credits, and ultimately you want to exchange it for a cash reward of your choice. So have fun with a different form of fantasy football
Yeah,
from
absolutely.
Statement Games.
And as always, this game is sponsored. This game features a new Statement Games partner. We want to the welcome into the Labs podcast on Blue Collar Media, covering sports, updated news, trends, and analytics in the NBA and NFL. So glad to have a new sponsor for the show, for this segment, for this game. But kind of talking about, when you talk about our picks, there's a lot of people. I mean, you're starting to come for me. But what do you have to say for those outside? Because I got to take it from you, but do I have to take it from everyone else out there?
No, you don't, because obviously you have to just remember that we are a team. Although people ain't coming to me, I mean, it's pretty hard to go after somebody that's picking at 83.3%. I mean, it's impossible. You basically need your head examined, like Kyrie Irving or something like that, if that's the tact that you want to take with Statement Games Live here. But just understand, whether it's me or Nathan or the platform itself here, when you're messing with us, you're messing with.
All right. We're still working on getting that a little bit longer, but let's
I think we're
pull
getting ready
up.
to push the envelope a little bit here. I think
Yeah.
the YouTube police haven't come after us here, so we might have to just extend that song a little bit. And I don't know. I mean, are we allowed to kind of talk while the music is it was going on, or does the program it kind of it shuts
It,
us up here and brings the song to the forefront, and it goes from there, right?
yes, yes, it does. But let's get into this game here, brought to you by Into the Lab podcast. And so, why don't you kick it off there, Mark, with your first pick?
I'm going to have to actually speak with somebody, but I think this is a complete mistake here. And I think I'm going to guarantee this one. I think everybody is just completely dumb if they don't jump on this pick here. If you take a look at what Buffalo has actually done in the past 5 games here, it's 4 games in which they're over 30 points at least here.
Mhm.
Let's see here. January 3rd, 56 points against Miami, 38 points against New England. Um,
They have a
they're
high
putting
powered
up
offense.
points here. So
Do it.
let's just go ahead. Let's lock in the Buffalo Bills offense over 26 and a half points as my top and best pick of all freaking time here.
Yeah, there you go. That's a lock. That is definitely a lock.
Let's just highlight it. You got to be all over that one. I don't know. You tell me. Am I wrong on this one here? I don't think so. But
No, I don't think so. And I think it feeds into my first pick, which is if Buffalo is going to score over 26 and a half, that means Baltimore is going to have to keep up. Snow, no snow. I think Baltimore still has to keep their offense going. And I think part of that is just going to be Lamar Jackson. And he's going to have to score between rushing and passing over 2.5 touchdowns.
all right.
What do
Well, I'm
you
looking
got?
at it, whether or no weather here. Until I am proven wrong, I'm going to keep fucking riding it. But he's just playing at a completely different level. Rooting for him. Big fan here. So enough of the build up here. Just go ahead and lock in. Josh Allen over 275.5 yards passing this Saturday night.
There it is. Yeah. No, I really like Josh Allen, what he's been putting together this year. And so, okay, we're talking about, yeah, maybe the weather might come and become a factor, but we're still dealing with two high powered offenses. And if Lamar Jackson's going to put up 2.5 touchdowns and the Buffalo Bills are going to go over 26.5, the total points of this is going to have to be over 50.5. So I'm locking it in. Total points. Oh, that's the wrong one. There it is. Total points over 50.5.
All right, I'm gambling a little bit, kind of on this one here, and we've talked about this kind of pre-show.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to change up my pick. I'm going to go in a little bit of a different direction from my third one, and if Buffalo has the ability to put up points here, and they have the ability to potentially get out like a little bit early here, I think Baltimore's actually proven here. They're not a come from behind team.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like Buffalo this week. I don't really like picking, straight up winners of games here, just because statement games we have so many different props and things like that for people to have fun with here. But again, I have a little bit of a personal bias towards Baltimore. We're getting to that in future shows. I mean,
Sure.
it's actually some pretty good. Make a long story short, I used to work for Stephen Bisciotti. So obviously Stephen
Okay.
Bisciotti is the owner of the Ravens, and we'll get into some of my stories later on in the show. But I hate the Ravens. Um, I also hate the fact that they beat my Giants in that Super Bowl like that one year.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't hate them as much as the Philadelphia Eagles, but nonetheless, I still hate them. And for that reason and that reason only, let's just go right ahead. And let's see here. Let's lay the 2.5 points. Buffalo Bills will win over 2.5 points.
All righty. There it is. Um, all right. So we're talking Lamar Jackson keeping up with the Bills' high powered offense. He's an high powered offense. And I'm gonna say the Ravens are going to go over 24.5 points. Now, I don't have the same hate for the Ravens that Mark does, but I do really like the Bills, and I like the chance for this game to be both high scoring and for the Bills to come out on top. So I think all of this really aligns with where I am at with this game. But I'll fill out the last four
Yeah, let me
off
just sneak
show.
one more pick in there, especially if you're kind of like throwing on like the last four here.
Yeah,
I definitely want to keep it because we're all playing as a team this one here. I definitely want that Cole Beasley and Stephon Diggs over 13.5 receptions as part of one of our bottom four picks as well.
there we go.
Snow. This is a team that knows how to move the ball. I don't think that the weather, even if it does come like snow or anything like that, will have a problem moving the ball. Love that combo between Allen and Diggs. And Beasley is quickly becoming my most favorite underrated slot receiver in football history.
So just to be clear this
Not the
up,
league,
since
in
you're making
football
this pick,
history.
this pick is going to count.
No, it's not. It doesn't count.
No?
No,
Okay.
it's just. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I just want. I
So
mean, look, I want to win another contest here as the
true.
team. The more that we win,
Right,
we
right.
prevent some of these other freaking suckers that we're playing against from capturing some coins here and then using those coins to deplete the statement games rewards account with cash of cash.
Yeah.
Let's keep it
Well,
in the fam. Let's keep it in house.
yeah, for sure. And so, I mean, again, we're still working on the Statement Games Live account, but for right now, if you see Nathan Ryder, you are playing against us, and that is, make sure you're watching the show and playing in the contest with us, and beat us, and tell us what you think about our picks in the comments section, like the show, all of that stuff. But yeah, we're gonna save that and put up the last three picks here after the show. But in the end, make sure you're following on all social media at Statement Games. Subscribe to the YouTube channel where you're watching this, and of course, play statementgame.com and download the app and play on your phone. Mark, what do you got for part of wisdom?
I mean, I'm just kind of looking forward to like the games this weekend. Look, I got to get my Rangers kind of back on stride here. So we dropped a kind of a tough one yesterday to the Islanders. So parting wisdom is, hey, look, you know what? Let's get the Rangers back on stride here. Really looking forward to the old fart ball on Sunday night between Brady and Breeze. So that should kind of be interesting.
Yeah,
Other than that, just stay safe. God bless. We'll see you next week. That's all I got. I think I
yeah,
jabbered on enough for one episode. It looks like we're coming up on what, like an hour and 20 minutes. I think
yeah.
people have heard enough about me, yap, and we'll let them go. We'll catch up with them next week.
Sounds good. Yeah, looking forward to the slate of games this weekend. And Mark, I'll see you next week.
All right, catch you next week. Take care.